Hello Chocks and Chocolates, Lynn and Twin Chocolate here for another video review. This time the McVitie's Digestives Milk Chocolate and Orange. Yes, or Orange Chocolate Digestives, I want to say it, or Milk Chocolate Orange Digestives, yeah. Yeah, so pretty excited for these ones actually. They've come back, well basically they were around a couple of years back and come back again really, and it's most likely because of the recent fad for chocolate orange, but yeah, most likely because as you've probably seen, there's been lots of chocolate orange offerings from various companies at the moment, Cadbury very much included, but I do actually have in my stash one of the old ones that I never got around to reviewing. Here we go. It actually says we're back on the old one as well, so you can see yeah, it's a bit crazy that, isn't it? And you know, you can kind of see where this one's got a bit wrinkly almost, yeah, so but you can see the sell by date on this one. It's in, yeah, 8th of the 2nd, 2020, yeah, so but this one obviously is a newer one, 1st of the 1st 22. Yes, there we go. So yeah, so but they're exactly the same. They've even, you know, the wrapper's exactly the same. I've not noticed really any, I mean, well, there might be some slight, very slight differences, but the calorie information was the same. I don't know if you can make that out, but I couldn't see any difference. Yeah, so per pack, 2,074, yeah, well, sorry. So per 100 grams, 495 calories in both, yeah, so 23.4 grams of fat, 12.3 of which are saturates. So per biscuit, 40.7 grams. Yeah, so the biscuits weigh the same, 73 calories, 3.4 grams of fat, 1.8 of which are saturates. Yeah, so biscuits tend to be around 80 calories really, I think, usually for, well, ones including chocolate anyway. Yeah, portions per pack 17, the same. So the weight of the entire pack as well, I think it's the same. I'm sure I checked that before, but there's no weightage on it? Can't see now. There must be a weight on here somewhere, but there we go, yeah, 250 grams. Yeah, so it's just above the way back part. 250 grams, there we go, yeah. So there might be a slight difference in maybe something the address or something, but I couldn't see anything obvious. You know, yes, it seems to be exactly the same really, you know. Yeah, ingredients have palm oil in the ingredients. I think it probably will. Let's see, yeah, palm fat. There. Just on the edge of my finger there. I think that's used to be the case as well, so I'm sure it used to be. This is the old one, by the way, I'm showing you now. Yeah, shea palm. So I really can't see any difference at all, really. It seems to be almost exactly the same. It really does. Yeah, I can't see really any difference. Even in the phone numbers and things seem to be the same, you know. I said there might be some slight difference, but yeah, website address seems to be exactly the same. So yeah, interesting one, yeah. Anyway, we'll put the old one aside, we don't want to review that. But it seems like it's exactly the same anyway. I think it did say 17 biscuits per pack, didn't it? I think at some point somewhere. I think I said that before. Yeah, portions per pack 17, just below the calories. So we did say that, but we'll just to show you again. 17, just below the calorie box. Yes, yeah, typical number of biscuits per pack 17. Yeah, so it's really not changed at all. It's 250 grams, as I say. So yeah, which is a good sign. Normally they get smaller or whatever, but they've not changed. It's only been a couple of years, I guess, but even so. Yes, it looks very nice. Clearly orange. Yeah, looks not too bad. Some flourishes on the side, but I think it's okay. Well, you know what I think we should do? I think we should give it an open. Let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, okay, let's give these, yes, these McVitie's Digestives Milk Chocolate and Orange biscuits an open. Yeah, so very excited for these. You can see it's camera's kind of, there you go, that's probably about the right orange there, just at that angle. But you can see the lights kind of alter the effect of it a bit. So it's one of those really. We just have to go to man the colours a bit all over the place sometimes. But yeah, just because of the bright lighting and stuff like that, and the white plate maybe as well. But there we go. So let's give these an open then. Yeah, so normally what I would do is a jab into it with a knife actually to open biscuits. And you always seem to pretty much miss the biscuits and you can just open it. But because we're doing it all fancy like, I'll just open it normally. So yeah, so let's give it an open then. So I've done about, there's about 790 reviews at the time of recording, you know. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. And I'll put a link to a playlist of all my other reviews in the top right hand corner as you look. So after you watch this one, go check those out. Hopefully you'll enjoy those too. Put a playlist to a link to a playlist of McVitie's Digestives as well up there also. So yeah, so a couple of playlists up there on the symbol. Yes, it's not opening very well this one at all actually, to be honest with you. You can see it's been a bit melty at some point. Now we'll just check to see if there's There is 17 biscuits in here. Hopefully there will be. So it's 5, 10, 15, 17. Yes, there is 17. So there's a 7 there, 5 there, and 5 on the edge as well. So yeah, that's 17. Not bad that. Not bad. I'll say it's a bit melty today. Yeah, it's a bit melty, but there we go. That's the way it goes. So here we go. Here's one of the biscuits. So it smells quite a bit of an orange fragrance coming from them. Not too bad. A bit much what a digestive is. You can see here it's got your sort of typical back. They are a bit smaller than the original digestive, which is a bit of a joke, I think. You know, the way they give you a smaller biscuit just covered in chocolate rather than the original digestives, which are actually bigger than these. And, you know, yeah. So a bit of a shame that. Yeah. Right, let's give it a bit of a measure then. So let's have a look then. So we'll just do the diameter. It's not going to be the same all the way around, but it's about 6 centimetres. Try. Yeah, this bit's a bit smaller, but pretty much 6 centimetres still. And the height, about 7 millimetres. There we go. Not bad, not bad that. So if we just give it a bit of a snap, you can see there that a bit broken that one. Yeah, you can see there's quite a thin layer of chocolate basically. There we go. Yeah, pretty much focused in on there, isn't it? So you can see, nice biscuit, but yeah, quite a thin layer of chocolate, about 1 millimetre at most. Yeah, so all right, not bad though. Yeah, looks good. Looks like a typical chocolate digestive, you'd say, but we should give it a taste. Let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, let's give these McVitie's Digestives milk chocolate and orange biscuits a taste. Yeah, so yeah, let's see. We've got one there. Well, yeah, could have a whole one, I guess, but yeah, well, why not have a whole one? Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Push the boat. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. How about you? Orange flavour is quite subtle, and it was my sort of expectation that this would be quite subtle in flavour, because always at McVitie's, when they do their milk chocolate digestives, when they flavour them, they're always quite subtle, really. And the flavour is in the chocolate, even though perhaps on the back, what's the official description say? It probably will say orange flavoured wheatmeal biscuits covered in milk chocolate. But it's definitely it's always, they always say that it's the biscuit that's flavoured, but it's always the chocolate that's flavoured. And it makes sense, but you can see, if it focuses in, orange flavoured wheatmeal biscuits covered in milk chocolate. Yeah, so that's what the chocolate is or anything. Doesn't say the percentage or whatever on the chocolate, I don't think. Yeah, not that I can see. But yeah, but it's not the biscuits at all. It's the it is the chocolate. Not too bad. They've done a few other flavours in the past, like blood orange, and they did the marmalade on toast one, which did have a subtle taste of toast. Quite subtle, but yeah, it's not bad, this one. I think it's not the strongest chocolate orange I've tasted. It's okay. Nonetheless, it's there. You know, it's a nice biscuit. Yeah, I don't mind it really. They've got nice warm cup of coffee here as well. Let's give it a dunk in. So what it tastes like. And this biscuits are usually almost always improved with dunkage. So let's see. Yeah, again, not bad. I think it's yeah, it's basically, it's not sort of going to blow your socks off, I don't think. It's kind of yeah, quite dry, of course, you know, which is what you know, you'd expect that from a digestive, really. I feel like it's I just feel like it's not as strong a flavour as it should be, like all these flavoured milk chocolate digestives. Because the biscuit's quite dry and quite prominent. It's mainly biscuit. As you can see, it's mainly biscuit there. The chocolate's on the bottom there. In this case, I've flipped upside down, but you can clearly see that there's not much, you know. Cover my face, make it focus. Yeah, you see this very thin layer of chocolate there. I know it's sort of thick around the edge, but that's a bit of a con, really. That. Yeah. So. It's all right. It's not going to blow your socks off, really. It's just too weak again. It's like most of the flavours, really. And I think the orange, chocolate orange is quite a strong flavour generally. You know, orange flavoured chocolate. But this one really isn't. And like most McVitie's milk chocolate digestives as well. The flavour does, you know, the flavour does disappear the more you have of it. Like I can barely really taste it now, the orange flavour. You know, it's I'll just try one more Donkey G. I don't think it massively improves it. It melts the chocolate, of course, but brings out the flavour a bit. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it's one of those. I think it's just it's a nice biscuit. It's probably what you'd expect, really. It's not going to sort of wow you. You know, it's it's got a nice hint of sort of, you know, orange flavour to it. But I feel like it's just mainly biscuit, really. You know, with a hint of chocolate rather than. I just feel like the chocolate, if it was, the flavour's a bit stronger. You know, you get more sense of the chocolate and the chocolate orange flavour, of course. Because it's quite weak, or because there's not much chocolate, you don't really get that much of a flavour taste, flavour sensation, you could say. Yeah, so I think for me, it's okay. I think it's just a bit. It's just not quite as. It's more biscuit than anything else, which you'd probably expect. But I think you might be hoping for something a bit more interesting, with a bit of a stronger flavour. Really, it's just not what you're getting. It's a shame actually, and I think just with chocolate orange as well. You know, it's nice, but it suffers the same problem as I say as all the other milk chocolate digestives that are flavoured. It's just not a strong enough flavour, really. Or there's not enough chocolate or both. I think it's I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to have more chocolate. Then you can get the fully coated milk chocolate digestives, but it would be perhaps a bit much, maybe. Although I don't think I'd ever complain at that. But you know, as I say, I think with the flavouring, it just needs to be a bit stronger. It's just not, because as I say, the chocolate's so thin. The flavouring just doesn't come through that strong, really. I'm tempted to give this a 4. It's very close to a 4, really, but I think, you know, I think really it's more on the 3.5 out of 5 side of it. So that's what I'm giving 3.5 out of 5. I think it's just not a prominent enough flavour, really. It's just a bit too weak. You know, it's you know, yeah, it's like all the other sort of as I say, flavoured milk chocolate digestives. It's just not a strong enough flavour, or there's not enough chocolate. You know, if there's more chocolate, it would increase the flavour, of course. But I think really they keep it the same. You know, as in to keep it the traditional sort of level of amount of chocolate. It needs to just be a stronger flavour, I think. I mean, of course, they might not do that because they might think it's going to be too strong or whatever. But I definitely think for these flavours, they do need to be a bit stronger for me. And that's why it's only 3.5 out of 5. Still a nice flavour, but it's just not enough, you know, yeah, basically. So, yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, check out YouTube member program, links in the description, and Discord server as well, links in the description for that also. Leave a comment or free, it's always great to hear from you. I always enjoy hearing what you got to say, and I always do reply. Yeah, so I'll say leave a comment or free, like the video if not already, subscribe if you haven't already as well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys, take care, bye for now, see ya.